Okay, so YouTube, today I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to build a F-15 on Trailmakers, which is one of my favorite games in the world. So I am your host, Cal the Gamer. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. My phone now fell down, and then they can't hear you. They can't hear you. Yeah. I'll turn up my TV so they can hear you. Wait, here. I turned it back down. Alright, let me pause that so you guys don't hear all that. Turn this up. Talk again. Okay, never mind. I can't hear you out of my TV, so it's not gonna work sadly. Alright, so I'm gonna change how I have this set up. Wait, that's better. Nice. Right there. Okay. That's good. So what you want to do, so here's the F-15 I previously built. So you guys can get a nice view of this. Got 2 drop tanks like the real F-20, like the real one. So I will say something I did do. So this plane here, I stole these. So for this video, I'm going to steal them again, but twist is, I'm going to show you how to make them step by step, too. So that's what we're aiming to make again, okay? This right here is our base. So let's delete that. You can paint it however you like and stuff, so I'm going to grab the Space Fighter cockpit. And I'm not going to do any coloring of it right now. Then something I always like to do is, like, right after I get the seat down, go to aerodynamics. Like if I'm building a modern plane, go here, or like if I'm building any plane, and get this set up here. And then you can expand it back and expand it some forwards. And I would recommend 2 forwards because then that allows us to do something else with this. So we do that. That looks uneven from air right now, but we'll make it look better in a second. We go here to 4x1, go here, boom, boom, bing, bop, bang, bop, bing, bop, boom. I know I did that all wrong, but go boom here, and then we got this part here, and that looks a ton better. Oh yeah, that's my friend. Stop pushing me, bro. But no, you're pushing me. That's why you're going so slow. Wow! And then for thrust, what I like to do, and a lot of other builders do this, it just gives your plane so much more speed and acceleration. You do this here. I like to go back quite a bit. Like right there, that's basically my plane so far. So, and then here, let me make this phone audio more crisp. So I'm gonna keep that there. I'm gonna stop building for a second, and I'm gonna grab a little microphone. I can hook up to that right there, and I'll have to be a little bit louder when I'm down here because I'm farther away, but won't be louder for long. I put it over here. Okay, well. So we have to retrieve my mic here. And then so do, plug this in right there. So that right there should be quite a bit more crisp audio. And then so I'm just gonna stuff this right there, so that's always by my mouth. So another thing we're gonna do here, so you obviously can't really go that all the way, so thing I do, and this also will help with later part of the building, make it look more crisp. I say crisp quite a bit. So you go boom, boom. Also, I am currently streaming out on Twitch at the time of this video, but I like to do that, and then boom. Then something I'll do just specifically for this build here. So I'm gonna select all this because I looked at pictures of the F-15 a while ago and I realized that my previous build wasn't accurate because it has 2 engines, not 1. So we're gonna do that, and that's a ton of stuff. That's already 101 blocks. That's insane. And then so, wait, what? Why is my screen foggy? What was all that about, bro? I don't know if I have to do that again, but anyway, okay, so apparently the mic doesn't work, so with that in mind, let's not try to use it for now. So what I'm gonna do here, like right now, streamlining, grab this wedge 2x2 up here, or go that right there. Like that right there. You can select that, go boom over there. And currently now, we're at the part where we want to add this again. Or, what did I say again? Or actually, no, delete the, here, never mind. Don't forget I already put the 2x4 in. Put the 6x2 in, because that actually fits it better. Oh god, that was so loud, I need to turn down my TV. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Okay, so, we're good now. And so what we're gonna do here, gonna go streamlining. We go grab this block here. We go boom. Go boom. Put that there like that. Alright. And then put that there. Go boom. Now we can put this, I'd say about to there. No, actually there, and that's where we're gonna start parting the body away from this thing to start adding the wings. And then, so, something else we can do here. Make it look more clean and whatnot. I've never tried this before, so that. No, definitely not, so. I think what I'll stick with is kind of what I did on the other one too. Go boom. Like that. Then, yeah, just add 3x1 right here. Boom, boom, bing, bop, bang, bop, bing, bop, bang. I don't know why I tried to do that, I always get it wrong. So that kind of looks good for the first part there, so copy this 6x1 over, boom. There's kind of it. If you don't like how these look, you can always remove this. I just like the aesthetic, but I guess for now we can remove them. See what we come up with later. So now this part here we need to work on. Don't do that, please. Okay, what you want to do here, you can start working on the wing here. So I go to streamlining, then I'm going to grab this. No, sorry, never mind. The 2x1, put that there, go over there, boom. And that's not as you don't want it to be, but for the side, it'll add some nice aesthetic. Then what we want to do here, we want to start grabbing a ton of these because we're going to need a ton of them. So we're just going to start angling out like this and whatnot. Go boom like that. I'd say that's good enough for the wing. Then what we can do now, go over here, go boom, and we can do this here, just like that. Now that's another thing, so we can go here, add those, add that, boom, easy as that. For our next one, go boom, there, grab these, go boom. Next one, grab a 6x2, go boom like that, grab these again, go boom, and just grab, okay, maybe not, 6x2, and then this, so our wingspan is now 11 blocks. And what we can do here, go boom, go boosh, copy paste that all. Now for some functionality, see, we're very fast and we're going to be even faster in the air. Currently we have no control, and we have to fix that, so that's what we're going to do next. So, go boost here, and just kind of cover all this up here, like that. So since we have that, I think we're going to have to add the wedge pieces there, and then like that. And then gonna do for here is we're just gonna go with the line of these bad boys, just all down the plane. So far this thing looks pretty good so far, but not all the way. We're gonna cut those off. We're gonna go to settings, turn on mirror mode. And your stream split a little bit. Zoom out some so that you guys can see all the screen. Okay, so let's zoom back in like that. Boom. Okay. So we're gonna keep doing this here. Now that we got mirror mode, we can close that out. Streamlining, go boom. And for streamlining, what I'll probably do, grab 4x4 wedge. Actually, how we're gonna do that? Hi MJ, that's just one of my friends from school. Do that, go that, put that there, go boom. Yeah. I'm making a YouTube video right now. Yeah. So we're gonna do this. Right. Go here. No. There, put that there. Alright, so we're gonna do that, go that, grab that there, put that there. Then we're gonna go to streamlining. this isn't gonna be the most accurate thing in the world, but it won't survive. There, go there. Pull those out of the way. Also, if you are watching this and plan to do this on a computer, you're gonna have to configure it differently than how I do it, but most part should be the same, but that reason why is because I am playing on Xbox currently. So, yeah. Go here. Then add quite a bit more shape to the plane. Go boom. Go boom. Here, go boom. Go boom. Alright, there we go. So we're playing currently, but now I think we need some controls, so. Oh yeah, we also need some lift, so. Say right now we do lift first. So go here to flight. It's the small modular wing. What happened, bro? So, here we go. So, I'm liking how this thing looks so far. Just adjust the camera a little bit, move the sun down there like that, and go boom. And then, so, like, I'm gonna do next personally, which I like to do. I like to, like, just do something like this. So, boom. Over back here. What we're gonna do, we're gonna start at that. We're gonna do go down here to gadgets. Then we're going to logic. So what we do, no, actually sensors. Sorry, again. We go distance sensor. Go here. We go boom like that. Go that. Okay. Now, do next movement, steering. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And for this part, you're gonna have to turn off mirror mode. So when you turn off mirror mode, these hinges over here, we want to put the green on this side, like that. And then we're gonna grab all these steering hinges here. Go here, speed maximum. I like the 30 angle. Hold position, and turn off the inputs. What's up? The most views I've ever gotten was 1,500 something on a short. One. So then you're gonna go here with the distance sensors, select these only. Make sure you only select those, otherwise you're just gonna be flying forever. And then here. So then if you go in, it like flexes out kind of like that. Then streamline. So boom. I can just leave. I'll leave the party by. Okay, so anyway, now we can start doing of this. Wait, give me a second. Okay, well, anyway. Oop. And then I forgot about something down here, so we're gonna fix this. This is my first time making a tutorial on something, so I'm pretty excited. But also, I can't really mess up either, so we're gonna keep doing this as good as I can. So I think you're gonna go here. You can grab the 2x1 or the 3x1. I'm personally gonna grab the 3x1. Set that on there and see how you like it. And then, if you don't really like it, that's fine because we're not fully done yet. So we're gonna go here. Go back to streamlining again, because then we're gonna go out here. Boom. 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 That's basically just that right there is our one thingies. So then what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back here to flight. Just add some wings in there, cause right. Then what you can do here, structure, just grab some of these here, the 2x2s. Not to be confused with 2x2x1. So right here, if you're like, I don't really like this flare, and I don't really like it either, so we're gonna do that right there. Then what we're gonna do next, we're gonna go back to streamlining and grab the 2x1 block. And I'd say that just adds so much of a nicer round off to the plane. Then we're gonna go here, grab a 3x1, put it on both sides like this. Then next we're gonna grab a 2x1 again. Go boom. Why did I say 2x1? Sorry about that. You're just gonna copy and paste those there, or something else you can do. I'm probably gonna do it. So you can add your 4x1 here and a 2x1. Just copy that and paste it over. Boom. So now here's what it should look like if you've been following along. Right now it looks alright, but I noticed I forgot to continue to do this, so I'm gonna keep doing this for a second now. But and if you don't want to put the stuff in the wings how I'm doing here, you don't have to. This is just a preference, but personally for me, I don't like to rely just fully on gyros, because gyros can sometimes break. And then I like to have some controls for the actual plane to use, and in case of that kind of emergency. So that's why we're doing these and putting these control surfaces in. But now for these tail fin, or the elevator fin, sorry about that. Just take out their inputs, turn down their speed to 0, sorry, not the negatives. Angle 5, sure, and then hold position, strength 0. So that way there's nothing you can do with them. We're gonna go over here, slap the plane here, then we're gonna have to work on this. So first I'm gonna start painting this thing. Now, never mind. So I'm gonna save this here. Never mind, I'm not gonna save it apparently. Turn this over here. Then we're gonna grab these. Here. Now, I'm gonna say you guys do not have this plane because, like, if you do say you have this plane, I know instantaneously you are lying. Because while you may have a plane that looks like this, you do not have this exact plane because I built this plane here. And then, well, my friend had one like this, and then I just stole the schematic. It was originally red, wasn't really that fast, so then I upgraded it. Trying to grab these. You're gonna zoom in here. I'll teach you how to build these in a second now. So you'll slap these on like so. My plane's too thick. Okay, that's fine. 1, 2. Now they should fit. So now we're in the brutal process of just fitting it. Boom. I think we're too wide now. Nope, never mind. We're just perfect. So you scoot that up, something like that. And so, what do I do for this? So, grab these again. So, grab some of these. So now we're gonna build this. So, what you want to do to build this? You're gonna go here and grab some of these. Then you go boom, put them out like this. And a row of 3, and then for this last one here, put them like that. Then you want to grab the 1x3s. There. And then put them there. You want to grab an elevator tail just like this, so the default stuff. Put it over here. Like so. Now, after this part here, which is the 2x1, yeah, the 2x1 wedge. After you do that part, here's the tricky part. So, you're gonna grab 2 steering hinges and face them in this direction. So, not this direction, not this direction, and not that direction, or that direction. You wanna face them in this direction here. Or no, sorry, this direction. Then for this steering hinge, you're gonna have these settings on it. So I'm pretty sure those are default settings. And on this one, yeah, those are your default settings. Okay. I was thinking that maybe it would have changed, so. And then just the 4x1 wedge here. Slap that on like that, and then boom, you have an aileron. Or, why did I say aileron? It's not really an aileron. So now, I'm pretty happy with my plane. And now, I'm gonna start, so here's what it looks like. Then you have like fully functioning these, but last part of the plane. This section in here we're gonna dig into. So we only need about this much room here. You gotta go to movement here. Then you're gonna wanna go to the gyro. Slap a gyro in like that. For me. And then just sorry. Personally, for me, I like to set it at 2.5 string. Because then, right there, let me take off really quick. Because at this stage, you should be able to take off if you've done all the steps correctly. But, here, wait, give me a second for this camera here. Just that. Alright, that looks better. So now here we go. So all it's going to do is make it just a little bit more touchy and crap, other than just having like the actual plane control. So that way, if you're ever in a plane battle or like plane fight, then if you are starting to like, if like say like they shoot off like your tail fins or like one of your wings, if you have some gyros, it's still gonna be hard to fly, but it won't be impossible to fly. So what I'm gonna do for this one here, will go boom. Well, here we go boom. Let me turn on my headset because it's being glitchy because I don't have no sound. So just for that, I'm gonna turn this on a little bit just so my headset will keep running. Okay, so it's really quiet now. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna have that. Don't set it on toggle, please, because then that will just ruin your entire flight up. Now you're gonna go here, go boom, and boom, boom. Now you got yourself some roll. And then let me take out so I can demonstrate all of these. So you got yourself some roll, nice gyro assisted roll. And you also got yourself some of that. Now you can fine tune these gyros and adjust them however you like. I'm just setting them how I like them currently, so. And if you even want to have gyros, that's fully optional. I personally like gyros though because they just add just a bit more to your plane, like make it more maneuverable for me. But like you can fine tune these if you want to add gyros, you can fine tune these however you want. And like nobody's judging you. Unless probably you're in a competition. Then people are probably judging you. But other than that, no one. So I'm wondering why I'm coloring the plane when I haven't even gotten the drop tanks on. So for drop tanks, we're gonna want to grab a block 1x2, put it here, put another one there. You're gonna want to copy that on the other side there. You're gonna want to grab some of these here. Right here, go boom, like so. I think that's way too close to one thing. Oh, probably because it is. Let me do that. That's so much better. Okay, so we're good currently. So now I'm gonna do. Go boom. So we're gonna grab a space thruster now. I'm adding the space thruster on the drop tanks because I think it adds a little bit more to the drop tank, and also I also think that it adds some more to like the actual plane, like more speed, if you will. And you put that nose cone on there, and then boom, you got yourself a nice drop tank. Now what I'm gonna do, since I don't want to build this over again, we're gonna go here, select all of that drop tank, make sure it all moves. Nope, it does not all move, so it's fine still, but and then go boom, and just go boom, boom, right there. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna see if I can't grab all of these at once. Like so, please. Oh yeah. Now, only thing I have to do, switch these places. See how many blocks apart those are. So that's 2, 3 blocks apart. Okay, I've got that. Sorry about that. Just clear my throat. we're gonna put these underneath the plane here, like so. That's the problem, because I accidentally put those over there, so you don't want the same problem as me. Delete those. And we're gonna go boom, boom, so boom. Right there. Now, we gotta test this thing out, because it should work and function just fine. Now, all I'm gonna do is add aesthetic. So, if you want to stay and watch me add my aesthetics, you can. And if you want to copy off my aesthetics, that's fine by me too. But if you don't want to add any aesthetics or anything, then that's fine too. You can click off the video here because it flies. And you can fine tune it how you want. Add gyros if you want or don't. It's all up to you. So, next thing I'm going to do, grab the entire plane and then get it in that crisp color I like here. Now I'm going to grab these space dusters. Here, go boom. Then I'm also going to do, oh wait, not that. Color picker. Gonna glue that. There, nope. That. Then I personally like to make the space dusters black. Now for the cockpit here, we're gonna go color picker. Boom. And for these specific little boys here, we're gonna make them all black. Because that makes it look like that's the air intake, the airflow's in there. That adds something to the plane personally. And now for some of the final aesthetics we're gonna do today. Select all of these ledges on the plane here, and then make them that color. It's kind of like a navy color, but I think it suits the plane very well. And we're gonna go here, boom. Grab all of these, like so. Go boom here. Go boosh. Okay, so I don't like how those are, so personally I'm gonna change these to just go with the flow. Or actually, should I go boom? Nah, I'm gonna stick. Okay, so now here's how the plane looks. Finished product. And then I like the plane. And then from here on out, you can customize it however you guys want. So I think that will be a wrap of the video. And I'm out. So hope this was a good video and informational. Bye.